Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to the Noble Network Virtual College Fair hosted by StriveScan. A few housekeeping items before we get to our awesome presentations today. This is a webinar. You can use the Q&A button at any time on your screen to type a question to our presenters. We encourage you to do this throughout the presentations today, not just at the end, so that way our presenters can go ahead and answer those questions for you. Please indicate if you are asking a question to a specific school that you list the school in your question. If you do have just a general question, then that will be open to our presenters to answer. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. The chat is also off. So anything you have questions on, again, goes into the Q&A. This presentation, as well as the others, are being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/noble. And this is just one of many fair sessions today, so we encourage you to continue to sign up for more. And with that, I want to turn it over to our wonderful presenters today. First up, we have Aruba College of Loyola University, Chicago.
Just give me a minute while I set up my presentation. Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say, to all the students. Let's just make sure. Give me 1 second, and here we go. Great. So my name is Isabel Reyes. I work in the Office of Admission at Aruba College of Loyola University, Chicago. We're just going to show you a few of the slides to explain our institution. We are a 2-year institution that is part of Loyola University, Chicago. We're a small institution. We have about 300 students, and some of the things that I'll mention during the presentation are just some of the unique parts of Aruba College. We're a school within Loyola University, Chicago. This means that our students are able to take advantage of all of the Loyola resources, including our libraries, tutoring services, recreation centers, over 200 different student organizations, and intramural sports programs. Our students use a cohort model in terms of their schedule. So all of our students are full-time students at Aruba College, taking classes either in the morning or in the afternoon, which allows for a really great sort of balanced schedule for you as a student, right? So it's really important that our students take part of internship opportunities or a work opportunity so they can start building up their skills before they transfer over to their next institution. We are located at Loyola's Water Tower campus, so it's really easy to get to our campus. We're right off of the Chicago and State Street Red Line. We also have a shuttle bus that communicates our Lakeshore campus and the Water Tower campus. So if you need to make it to a meeting or a student organization meeting or intramural sports program at the Lakeshore campus, you can just hop on the shuttle bus and you're at the Lakeshore campus within 20 minutes. It's an easy commute to class or to work for many of our students. And I do want to mention that in terms of our job opportunities, we have a few partnerships and relationships with Deloitte and Grant Thornton for any students that are interested, for instance, in a business degree. For Lurie Children's Hospital, any of the students that are interested in the medical field, you can also take on an internship through their HEROES program. And then we have plenty of work study positions on and off campus. One of the #1 reasons why students decide to attend Aruba College is because of our cost. Our tuition and fees are under $14,000 for this year. That includes transportation. It also includes a laptop and a free meal program as well. Our scholarships help cover any additional expenses for students, but the majority of our students actually graduate with little or no debt. Only 24% of our students actually have to take out a student loan. And so 76% of our students actually graduate with no student debt. In terms of our curriculum and in terms of the classes students take, most of the classes that you'll take at Aruba College are called your general education curriculum courses. We also make sure that students are also taking core classes that are part of our curriculum at Aruba College and Loyola University, Chicago. And then every student graduates with an associate degree within either arts and humanities, business, or social and behavioral sciences. I do want to mention on this slide in particular, your attention towards our pre-education and pre-nursing programs, which are dual admission programs to Loyola University, Chicago. So every student graduates with their associate degree, but the students that are in our education and nursing program go directly into Loyola University, Chicago. However, many of our students do transfer to Loyola University But many of our students do have the opportunity to transfer into other four-year institutions within the city of Chicago or within the state of Illinois. If you're graduating and transferring to any institution within the state of Illinois, your credits will be acknowledged because we're part of the IAI, which is a conglomeration of or group of institutions where we can share your credits. And so the students that are graduating and moving on to Loyola University Chicago can take part of the Continuum Scholarship. So you can use that scholarship to pay for your next 2 years at Loyola University, so you can graduate debt-free from Loyola as well. We also have partnerships with other institutions where students at Aruba College, our graduates are offered really great opportunities in terms of scholarships once they transfer. So essentially what I'm trying to just let students know is that we are a 2-year institution, but we're part of Loyola University Chicago. And so when you graduate, you have that opportunity to transfer into Loyola or into other 4-year institutions as well. This is my contact information if you'd like to learn more about Arrupe College. I will be sharing it in the chat box afterwards, and I'll be addressing some of your questions towards the end. But I do encourage students to register for a campus visit, which will have those available starting in May, and we will make sure that students can ask questions. We do encourage students to also make sure that you are taking advantage of visiting campus as we start to reopen our campus as well. One of the main questions that students have asked us for next year is if we will have classes in person, and we will. All of our classes will take place in person, and we will be socially distanced. I just wanted to give you a thank you for paying attention to the presentation. I know it was a little rushed, but I'll make sure to answer all of your questions at the end. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for that plug. Just a reminder, when you're entering questions into the Q&A, please indicate the school that you are interested in asking that question to. That way they can properly answer and get to your questions. Next up, we have Morton College.
Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? I hope you all can. My name is Diego Alleman. I'm representing Morton College. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. I really appreciate for having the time to present you all. So we are located in Cicero area in the south side area of Chicago. We are a community college. We are second oldest community college in Illinois. It was founded in 1924 to educate, and education of the mass of the growth of the communities that we serve: Berwyn, Cicero, Forest View, Lyons, Mycogg, and Stigney, and also other near western suburbs. So we don't exclude no one. Everyone is welcome to come to our campus. Also, I want to talk about the transfer programs. We do have 4 transfer programs options for students to come. Again, we are a 2-year institution, community college, so we do have some, transfer degrees options for students to take with us. The most common ones are the Associates in Arts and Associates in Science degree, but also we do have a few Associates in Arts and Teaching degree. So there's a variety of transfer options that students can take advantage of coming to our campus. I want to touch base really quick on our partnership agreements that we have on our campus. We do have some partnership agreements with 4 institutions. 4-year institutions as National Louis, Northern Illinois University, Dominican, DePaul, Governor State, as you continue the list in the slide. One key factor about the partnerships that we have are the Benedict University. Since Morton College offers the nursing program, we do have a pretty good partnership with Benedict University. It's a 3+1 agreement with the school. So students want to do the nursing program with us, they can finish the program here with us instead of going all the way to Benedict University, which is a plus for all students are in the program. And again, this year we just opened the application to 200 students. So again, that's the biggest class that we have got so far in the past year. So we are growing as a community college, but also we are growing with the community. Another ones, we have the career programs. We have over 30 career program certificates for students to choose from. Obviously, this is a certification for students to get skill set and are stakeable, for meaning the students can continue working towards a certification, but also get an associate's if they end up going to a 4-year institution. Again, I'm going to go in this slide. I'm just going to play a few certifications that we have in campus. Again, we do have more than 30. As you see in the slide, I bold some of them. As for example, those are the popular certification programs here on our campus, which are automotive, computer design technology, heating, ventilation, and conditioning. Early childhood education is a popular one, and nursing assistant for sure. Resources that we offer in our campus are scholarships for sure. We do have a Morton College Foundation scholarship that is being offered to all incoming students starting in the fall 2021. This is scholarships open for students to apply, and the average amount it costs is $1,500 to $2,500. They can get a FAFSA scholarship. Obviously, you cover tuition and mandatory fees. As well, we do have the Academic Excellence Scholarship. This is an academic scholarship for all incoming students, but also in transferring students who can apply. Obviously, this depending on the application, it varies the amount they can get for the scholarship. So again, I'll be sharing these links in the chat. If you have questions, please let me know. Again, I want to talk about student activities. This is kind of the big part of our campus. We know there are engagement with students comes from student activities, so we want to make sure we give that student life as an environment experience for our students to feel they belong to campus, but also have that leadership develop, right? So we do have athletics, we have clubs and organizations, and also the student activities runs the food pantry. We just got a food pantry in our campus this past year, so that's brand new. And also I'm going to be talking about capital improvements that we just had in the past year due to COVID. Our campus has been growing and also remodeling some of the buildings. For example, our gym, so our fitness center, and also the athletic department have grown so much that we had to remodel some of the locker rooms, but also the fitness center for students to enjoy it, right? So that's kind of like our way for us to give back to our community, to give back to the students. So today, you can see in the pictures that that's our students, but also the way the locker rooms looks, and also the fitness center. Another thing that you're gonna find in our campus that now we do have a nutrition center located in our gym. Also, as well, first floor, as you can see in the picture, it's really remodeled. It's brand new. We just opened this spring semester, and also to your right, on top of the screen, you're going to see our food pantry. Again, this is by our students. We want to make sure we showcase our facilities that we have in our campus. I hope you all have questions for me. I'll be answering all the questions in the chat. So again, this is my information. If you have questions, please let me know, and I'll be able to assist you. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Morton College. Next up, we have Wilbur Wright College.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be here with you guys today. I am going to share my screen. We do have a quick video for you guys. So once again, this is Wilbur Wright College. We are one of the 7 city colleges of Chicago. You do have my contact information down on the bottom here. Please, you guys, even though we're not able to be in person, know that you are not alone. We are here to assist you in this entire process, which normally is crazy as it is, but now even more so. So again, always feel free to reach out. Couple things I want to highlight. Wright College is the campus of the city colleges that is furthest northwest in the city. So we are on the corner of Narragansett and Montrose in the Dunning community. And we do also have a satellite location, which is just like a mini campus in the heart of Humboldt Park. So you could take classes at either one of these 2 campuses, whichever's closest to you. And the classes will count, towards your same program. Do have a quick little video here. It's kind of like a virtual tour, and I'll talk over what you see here. So this is basically the one stop when you first walk into the arts building, financial aid, registrar, all of that good stuff is there. The Gateway and Transfer Center is where you'll work with your academic advisor to make sure you plan out your timeline with us, right? As at a community college, you've heard already, associate's degree is the most that we can offer. This is where our engineering students kind of hang out. They study, they do their experiments, they'll build their robots, all of that good stuff in our library resource center. This is the 2nd floor, our actual main library in our pyramid building. All the way at the top is a skylight. That's actually a place where students hang out, they lounge, take a nap, whatever you decide. Lots of sports, lots of activities going on. Here's our Olympic-sized pool, our fitness center. We do have a very active workout club, very active dance studio. So different things, whatever you decide to do is always available to all of our students, especially now when our campuses reopen shortly, hopefully by summer. Cafeteria, always something going on, always, always, always. The Emporium is one of our tutoring centers, so a variety of subjects are available for free to all of our students. You can see it's very high tech. Those screens move around. So yeah, just kind of wanted to give you a glimpse of what our campus looks like. Obviously, it'll be a little bit different once we are able to get back on campus. And we hope to see you guys soon. Here's our contact information. I'm going to leave this slide up. Feel free to take a picture. We do have a YouTube channel, Wilbur Wright College Recruitment, short videos on enrollment process, financial aid stuff, program information, things like that. And then I do have a Write Guide session every Friday afternoon from 1 to 3. The login information is there. You come in and chat with the two recruiters, myself and Ramon. Now I do want to hand it over to one of our current students. It's actually a Noble alum. Christelle, you want to jump on real quick?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Christelle. I actually graduated from Pritzker College Prep in 2018, and I'm currently a student at Wilbur Wright College. I'm a student ambassador, meaning I do work study. And one of the things that really helped me with Wright College was, the financial part. It was really convenient for me. After I graduated, I took a gap year. And when I came back, I was really kind of lost. I didn't know what was the best option. And I was really just going for what was told to me at Noble, go to UIC or go to a 4-year, I was never really told to go to a 2-year. Till I had some family members talk to me about Aruba Wright College, and it really opened my eyes. I found it really convenient for my family in the financial area. All the classes were as expected, regular college level classes that Noble prepares you for. And it was just a great experience being able to do work study, being able to participate, doing all the college things that you are expected to do, just in a more convenient way for people who struggle financially or just want to go somewhere closer to home. And it's the same process. There's always someone there to help you, like Veronica mentioned. There's always people there to assist you in whatever you need. And for me personally, it was just convenient. Now I'm in the process of transferring. I am finally made my decision to transfer to Northeastern University. And I know Wilbur Wright has been a great help in allowing me to take all my classes. All my classes are going to be transferred over. So it's a really smooth, easy transition. My scholarship will be transferring over. So yeah, just a little something there from my experience with Wilbur Wright College.
All right, thank you so much, Wilbur Wright College. Next up, we have City Colleges of Chicago.
Hello and good morning, everyone. So you have heard from one of our fantastic colleges, Wilbur Wright College, which is also one of the City Colleges of Chicago. I'm now going to present to you guys about the other of the 7 City Colleges of Chicago and give you guys an overview of the city colleges right here in Chicago. So I'm going to share now. So again, my name is Melissa Champs. I'm Director of Recruitment for City Colleges of Chicago. And as you're here today, you might be wondering or asking yourselves, why choose city colleges? Well, there are so many reasons why you should choose. And I'm going to start off by talking about how we are literally in your backyard. For some of you, we're right in your neck of the woods. We might be down the street from you. We might be across the way. We might be across the city, depending on what your interest is. We are so close to public transportation. You can just hop on either the train system or the bus system to access any one of our 7 city colleges of Chicago. So we have Richard J. Daley College, which is on the south side of Chicago, southwest. We have Kennedy King College, which is also on the south side of Chicago. We have Malcolm X College, which is on the west side of Chicago. And we have Olive Harvey College, which is far south, the furthest south college that we have. We have Wilbur Wright College, which you've just heard from one of our fantastic recruiters, Veronica, and they are located on the north side of Chicago. We have Harry S. Truman, which is also far north, and we have Harold Washington College, which is downtown Chicago. So as you can see, we're strategically placed across the city of Chicago, giving you access to either of our colleges right here in the city of Chicago, and you can access us easily throughout public transportation. Many people often think about, how am I going to afford college? And so we pride ourselves in being affordable, and we want to share that with you guys today. There are so many different ways that you can finance your tuition with us. It's $146 a credit hour, which turns out to be around $2,000, a little bit less than that, or a little bit more than that, depending on the program you choose, but around $2,000 a term, a semester, which is very affordable, which means you could very well complete an entire year with us for under $5,000. Very affordable. We also have a program called the Chicago Star Scholarship that those of you who graduate from your high school, your CPS affiliated high school, which Noble Network is one, you graduate at a 3.0, you can get your full tuition paid for free. We also cover books as well as any other fees that come along with that degree. So we definitely want to push this Star Scholarship program to you guys. Start your 2 years with us, and then you can transition to a 4-year of your choosing, and we will support that as well when you get ready to make that transition. We have so many other resources that we want you to take advantage of. You all may know about your federal financial aid, which is that free money that you can apply to receive that money. But we also have scholarships. You can apply to any one of our foundation scholarships, and they vary in requirements. Some GPA only a 2.0 or a 2.5. So there's a little bit there's a little bit for everyone. We also have a partnership with the Chicago Housing Authority. So if you happen to be housed in a location that falls under the Chicago Housing Authority, you can just ask your guardian and they'll let you know that. If you do, you can also attend city colleges for free. No stipulations, you just have to live under the roof of a Chicago Housing Authority, CHA. And so that is a partnership that we definitely want to highlight as you think about how you're going to finance your education. You definitely want to make sure that you utilize one of those resources, and we're here to support you with that. We have so many different programs, and everything you can think of under the sun, you can start at city colleges. You can either start with a basic certificate, and that could very well be a week or anywhere from a week to 3 months, depending on what you choose to study. We also have advanced certificates, which could then expand from that 3 months to a year, depending on what you choose to study. And then we offer associate degrees, which can take anywhere from 2 years to 3 years, depending on what you choose to study. Either way, we have these offerings, and they can be stackable credentials. You might be one that says, you know what, I got to get a job. I need to work while I'm going to school. So you can get a basic certificate, go out and get a job, continue your education with us, and stack those credentials. And then you could end up leaving with an associate degree and transfer to a 4-year of your choosing. And so we have many different options where you can start with city colleges and then transfer to a 4-year of your choosing. And so now I want to take a moment and let you hear from some of our alum. We have an alum here that graduated from Truman College in 2020. And after she left us, she was admitted into Elmhurst College to focus on her bachelor's degree. And she said, you are taking the same general education classes as you would at a 4-year institution, but for way less. And if you're a Star Scholar, it's absolutely free. So college is what you make it. We also have another quote from another alum from Olive Harvey College, class of 2015, and that candidate graduated and is now under the 30 under 30 named as a professional pursuing their bachelor's degree. So you can read that quote. I'm going to move through the next few quotes from students. We have a quote from a student from here, Washington College. Great opportunity, this student says, and they were able to focus on becoming an engineer. We have a quote from another one of our students from Wright College. You guys just got to engage with a student from Wright College, and this student loved their experience. We have a quote from Kennedy King College from one of our students who also loved the experience and got a chance to experience what it would look like to fulfill their long-term goal.
Thank you so much. We do have to move on to our next presenter, which will be the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. So thank you so much, City Colleges of Chicago.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. My name's Jonathan. I'm going to be the one to talk with you all about the School of the Art Institute of Chicago today. I am the on-campus and Illinois counselor, so I work with all Illinois and Chicagoland students who are looking to apply to SAIC for their undergraduate degree. We're a 4-year institution, so you would receive your bachelor's. But we also have a really kind of strong transfer population. So hearing from all these other 2-year institutions, it's good to know that you could go from one of those schools coming to SAIC. We actually have a relationship with the City of Chicago schools as well. So that's something to keep in mind. But I'll go ahead and jump right in because I know we're kind of pressed on time today. So just to give you a little context in terms of where we are in the city, maybe some of you are familiar with this building, the Art Institute of Chicago, the big museum that's right downtown on Michigan Avenue by Grant and Millennium Park. It kind of acts like the center to the city in a lot of ways. It's also the center to our campus. So we are a school that is directly attached to a museum. We're a museum school. We're actually one of the oldest museum schools in the US. We were founded back in 1866. And in fact, the school is actually older than the museum. So the school is what originally founded it way, way, way back. So we've always had this kind of relationship with the museum. And we think of it as an extension of the classroom. So you'll be spending a lot of time in the museum. So we always like to kind of share a little bit about it with students, just so you know that it's there for you. It's a huge resource. You don't have to pay for admission while you're attending. All you do is show your ID, you walk on in, and it's there. So I always like to highlight the museum really quickly. But to get a little bit more in depth about SAIC and our curriculum, what we all have to offer, because we are a specialized art and design school, clearly we kind of have the kind of different varieties of studio arts, graphic design, fashion, architecture, all that kind of stuff. We're understood as an interdisciplinary school. And what that kind of means is that we encourage students when they attend to kind of work among multiple disciplines. So some students might be working in painting and drawing, but also be working in fashion and also be working in fiber art, and basically diversifying their skill sets, getting what they want out of the school. Because our education is interdisciplinary, we do not offer majors. So you never have to declare a major coming to SAIC. You'll just pursue a kind of overarching degree pathway. And I'll share what those different degree pathways are in just a minute. So we really kind of think about the education at SAIC as customizable. You take what you want when you want, and we'll kind of guide you through that. So we really kind of believe in the idea of coming into a school with a kind of mindset of exploration, experimentation, collaboration, and getting what you want out of your education. Of course, we do ground our general curriculum with liberal art classes as well. So you will be taking a few liberal art classes coming to SAIC. It's not just going to be art and design courses. You'll take a few natural science classes. You might take different types of history classes, maybe even chemistry, something like that. But what's kind of good to know is that the liberal art classes that we offer at SAIC are not kind of run of the mill. It's not going to be just kind of general liberal art classes. They are directly related to art making. So they do complement your studio classes and kind of take on the ethos of the school being an art and design school. So the liberal art classes are customized and kind of specialized more so to our students' interests and definitely relate to the artwork that they're making. So it's thinking about biology and art, or chemistry and art, or literature and art. And so it kind of complements the classes that you're taking in your studio courses in a lot of ways. And then how we go about assessment is critique. We are a credit, no credit school, so we do not have any grades. So you wouldn't have to worry about taking tests or anything like that. Instead, we believe in the critique, which is essentially an open conversation with your class to give feedback, opening up the room, if you will. So a lot of people can kind of speak about the work, have a discussion on what you're presenting. And the goal in that is that you have a lot of people's points of view to go forward and make new projects with. The limitation of receiving grades, especially in the arts, is that it's typically only one person's point of view, which might not be universal. Everyone thinks of art very subjectively. So coming to it with a larger group of people will kind of allow you to have more feedback to go forward with. So that's very quickly about our curriculum. And just to give you a sense of all the different types of areas of study that we have at SAIC, here's a quick sampling. Right now we have 18 recognized departments and 48 recognized areas of study. So this list is always growing. We're always adding to it. And just keep in mind that looking at this, if you're seeing a few things that maybe kind of spark your interests, like architecture and maybe writing and VisCom, you can actually take classes in all of those areas of study. It's again encouraged to customize the education. Interdisciplinarity means working among multiple disciplines. So ultimately, you choose your path, and we'll be there to support you along the way. And then to get into the different types of degree pathways we have at SAIC, like I said, we do not have majors, but we have these different degree pathways. So we have our most common, which is Bachelor of Fine Arts in Studio. We also have Bachelor of Fine Arts with an emphasis in writing for artists interested in maybe comics, BFA in art education, and 2 BA tracks in art history, as well as visual and critical studies. And when you look to apply, we are still accepting applications. So if you're interested in starting this fall, you 100% can. This is what we look for. We use the Common App, which is pretty standard. Our portfolio is the most important part of the application. We ask that students submit 10 to 15 digital images or 5 minutes of time-based work. The portfolio is fully up to you to determine in terms of content. We really encourage students to kind of select the works that they're really excited to share with us, that they're proud of, and kind of represent them as an individual with a unique point of view. So really make it as kind of true to you as you can, because we think of that space as a place to kind of get to know you as an individual and an artist.
Thank you so much. We are going to move into a round robin of questions. So if I could ask all of my presenters today to join me back on video and unmute yourselves. We have a lot of folks here today who would love to hear your advice and maybe a little bit more about your schools. So starting with who was Aruba College of Loyola University, Chicago. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process right now?
Thank you, Sarah. My biggest piece of advice is to, if you have the chance to do so, and if maybe during the summer, the schools are open for tours, that is a number one, piece of advice that I let students know about. I mean, if you can tour the campus, talk to students that attend the college. We find it that typically word of mouth is what really works. If you know a student that attends the college that you're planning to apply to, a lot of colleges and universities now have plans where you can actually meet with a current student, maybe have lunch with them, maybe visit them during your tour on campus, and get to really learn from that actual student, like what classes are they taking, where do they hang out on campus, what is their typical day like, right? I think a lot of students, because of this year, they've been really affected with like, I don't know what next year will look like. There's a lot of just questions about that. And the students that are at Arrupe College, for instance, I think they've been doing it. We have had students take a lot of classes online, but we're slowly starting to reopen and starting to have more classes in a hybrid format where If you have a class, you take one of the days out of the week will be class in session on campus, and then the other day will be online. So talk to these students about that experience, talk to them about their external experiences in terms of like their internships, jobs, the work, and class balance is really important, right? I think managing their time is something that a lot of students learn once they make it to college, because you have a whole new schedule and it's a whole new sort of lifestyle. And learn about that, right? Learn about what is it like to be a college student now. During the pandemic and maybe after the pandemic, what are they looking forward to? So that's one of my pieces of advice.
Morton College.
Yes, for sure. I want to give an advice to go visit the events in the campuses. I think like college fairs, open house, those are kind of the big events there. Most of the students to take advantage of it. I think that's like the way to see the campus, but also to see what they provide and you know, mostly resources, right? Like what kind of resources they get as a student. So take advantage of those events in campus and go visit the campuses as well. Over the summer, make sure to attend any events that's happening in campus or online. Take advantage of that. So that could be my advice.
Wilbur Wright College.
I'm going to let our student, Chris Daly, answer this.
Well, definitely, like mentioned before, visiting the campus. It's a good way to interact with students, to interact with the space that you're going to be in. I'm currently, as a student ambassador, I hold campus tours online. We will be open in the summer to do campus tours. So that's exciting, something, you know, for you to see and really get a feel of the school. And also just do research, something that I didn't do when I was in your place. Just researching more about all the other options that you have is, you know, something that I would give for you guys to do.
City Colleges of Chicago.
I would say, since we do have 7 colleges, that it's important that you explore the offerings at all 7 of our colleges before making a decision. Often people will just choose what's close to them, but there might be some great findings in areas that aren't as close that you might very well be able to take advantage of. So definitely explore all of our colleges. And then also think about what your big goal is. Whatever that big goal is, then when you come to us, have that goal in mind and share it with us so that we can support you and help you to reach that goal. And if you're not aware of what that big goal is yet, share that and we'll support you in that as well.
The School of the Art Institute of Chicago.
Yeah, I think that a lot of really great things have already been said. So what I could maybe add to that, that I encourage students, at least who are looking to apply to SAIC, is that there are so many awesome outside scholarship opportunities for students to take advantage of. And especially when you're looking at a school that maybe seems like in terms of price is out of your league or something like that, know that there's a lot of different opportunities of support to help with the costs of attending schools, and they can get really specific. Honestly, if you just type in like characteristics of who you are, like for me, someone with like brown hair and glasses, there's probably a scholarship specifically for someone with brown hair and glasses. So I would definitely encourage looking into that because it can be a huge, huge help for sure.
So our next question, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus? And we'll start back with Arrupe College.
I would say that one of our really big events is when students graduate from Arrupe College. You know, in addition to just the regular graduation ceremony, we do have a commencement mass. We are a Catholic institution, however, we are open to students of any faith background or no faith background, but we do have a pinning ceremony that takes place right after the commencement mass. And so every student that graduates receives a pin, and they're actually pinned, it's pinned on their clothes by their academic advisor. So it's kind of just like a farewell from your academic advisor and from all the rest of the students. And it's always just a really nice event where students, you know, are there with their families and they receive their pin, and it's kind of like, you know, part of the larger commencement ceremony. It's always a lot of fun too, just because we have a celebration afterwards. And that's just the commencement mass after, obviously we have graduation the following day, which is a whole other celebration, but that's sort of like a pre-celebration to that day. So it's always one of my favorite. I think if you ask students, they might have a different answer, but that's one of my favorites on campus.
Thank you. Morton College.
One of the traditions that we do is welcome week. It's the first week of school. We actually have a variety of different events happening throughout the week. And at the end of the day, we do have a movie night. We also usually host it outside. Obviously, right, moving in night with the cars, right, due to COVID, we want to make sure we follow the protocols, but that's what thing that a lot of students are enjoying the most, the welcome week. We do various events, connect with students and staff, and also student leaders on campus. So it's throughout the week that variety of events that a lot of students are taking advantage, and those students who wants to be involved, that's the best time for them to get to know the student leaders in our campus. So we said that's kind of a tradition event that we have to host it in our campus. So if you have the chance, you plan to attend to Morton College, please email me and I'll be able to get you ready for fall for sure.
Wilbur Wright College.
So similar to Morton, we do also have like a ramp up week that we actually call Rams Week. So Wright is our mascot is the Rams. And again, a variety of events happening every day during that week before the semester begins, just to help students get familiar with their classes, meet some of their professors. Let's see. What else is there, Christine? We have Wilbur Palooza, I think, during that week.
Yeah. One of my favorites is, since I'm a STAR scholar, the city colleges does a great job at hosting a lot of events for STAR scholars. And it's like to further help with the transferring process, how you can do better in classes and whatnot, specifically for the STAR scholars, which is great because I think almost anyone can be applicable for that scholarship. So those are one of my favorite events at Wright.
Thank you.
Yeah,
City College. Next up, City Colleges of Chicago.
I would say my favorite event is actually kind of split in two. Open house is one of my favorite events, and then the transfer events, because every college of the city colleges also have transfer events where students get to engage with colleges and have the conversations about next steps to transfer. So both of those are absolutely fantastic. And open house is at the beginning when you're trying to figure out which college you want to go to. And then the transfer events are towards you getting ready to transfer and leave one of our colleges. So those are pretty exciting events.
And lastly, the School of the Art Institute of Chicago.
I would say for me and probably a lot of individuals at the school is the end of the year exhibition. So we always kind of have our BFA exhibitions and MFA exhibitions in the last month of school. So they're happening right now, actually. And that's just like a moment for everyone to kind of get together and celebrate the achievements of those individuals for the past either 4 years or 2 years, depending on the exhibition. And it's a exciting moment to just kind of see art, talk, and mingle. So
amazing. Well, thank you so much to our wonderful presenters today for all of their insight and knowledge and for sharing that with the folks who joined in. As a reminder, all of these sessions will be recorded and available at strivescan.com/noble within about a week. When you close this window, there will be a very quick 4-question survey. We really appreciate any feedback you can provide. And there is one more session of institution presentations that you can sign up for. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.